Hey, what's up? This is Igor from Hexel.com. Today we have a topic about best practices for Android development and in general. The first one is using prefixes, aka Hungarian notation. Something like adding M and S prefixes for fields. And you can find those prefixes in every of Android source code in any class, and this might be tempting to start using it in all of your projects because they have it. But what's the logical reasoning for using it? Just to determine whether it's a field, private field, or public field, whether it's a static variable or not. All of that is already implemented by the ID by coloring and changing the appearance of the variables. So you don't need to add the prefix to determine that. You can say just by color and the font. Plus you can press Control and hover over the variable to see all the information without looking at the variable declaration. So that's one point. You don't have any extra information, you don't lose anything if you remove it. And the second one is that you actually start to ignoring it after a while. Just read the actual name without the prefix, you don't care about that, which makes it useless. Right, the second one is start folding. What I found myself is when opening new classes, I fold everything using Control Shift minus, and just for readability purposes. It's much easier to read through just a few lines of code like this and understand what this class is about, what it's doing. Then just going through all the details, looking for whether the function names, and in between you have this low-level implementation which distracts, and you don't need the details to understand the big picture. So you start at the highest level of abstraction first. I think it's much easier. And then in Android Studio there is this feature for automatic folding. Here you can set what you want to fold. I just fold everything because it's much easier, especially when you go to huge classes where they have Java docs in there. And the last one is method extracting. Let's say we have and this one you can apply right away in your projects. The most common use case is if statements. Most often you have those huge if statements which makes no clue for anybody who reads it, and more something like this, those if statements doesn't give any clue to understand what you can do. And the last one, we can remove. What you can do is you can extract it into just one method. Just by the method name you can tell what's exactly is in the if statement. So it's a higher level abstraction, and in the method itself you have low level details which you don't need to know about. because those huge if statements are a pretty common thing. It's just a simple variables, but you can find pretty easily the statements with 3-4 checks, or even more complicated with different blocks of checks with long variable names, just like that. You just extract them into methods. That's the great solution for this problem. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.